Hi, I'm Adam from Watford Opinions on Instagram, and to get our transfer rumor roundup started, I'll be talking about our potential departures. The big name recently has been Doucouré and his potential move to Everton. Watford have also received an offer from Monaco for a similar fee of around £22 million for Doucouré, and Watford are seeking closer to £25 million to let go of his services. I think Everton is the most likely destination for him, but now since they have a move lined up for James Rodriguez, I wouldn't be totally sure of Doucouré leaving just yet. I think it's very likely that he won't be playing with us next season, considering the wage he wants and the quality of a player he is. I think that Monaco could be an option for him since they've already made the offer, and I don't see him saying no to them. But then again, even if Everton do sign James, I don't think they'll be reluctant to sign Doucouré if they have the funds, and it's been revealed that Everton is Doucouré's #1 destination because he wants to play under Ancelotti. So overall, I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10 how likely it is, I'd say 6 out of 10 that he goes to Everton, and then 9 out of 10 that he leaves. The next rumor also has to do with one of our French midfielders, is Etienne Kayle heading over to Valencia. That now seems to be, sadly, more a matter of when, not if. I'd say the likelihood of that happening is 8 out of 10 because it seems like it's pretty much secure. I think we're all pretty sad to see him leaving, as he would have been a really good pairing with Will Hughes in the Championship. Well, especially good pairing because they were already really good in the Premier League together. But I feel that loaning him out will be the right decision in case we do go back up next season. We'll still have his services. And then he also, having him go opens up opportunities for Delabashiru and Chalaba to play defensively. And then Doucouré leaving opens up opportunities for Kina and Cleverly to play up top. But with both of them leaving, I do think we'll have to sign another central midfielder unless we play Ken Sema in the center of midfield, which is where he did play many matches for Udinese last season, and he played there pretty consistently and well. And then for our next rumor, Troy Deeney to West Brom. I really don't see that one happening. Not to say it's impossible, but first off, Troy Deeney's a Birmingham City fan, so a move to West Brom is not something he'd be too fond of in terms of a fan's supporter standpoint. Also, Slaven Bilic is said to be looking to lower the age of his starting 11, and they've also been linked with a move for Carlin Grant from Huddersfield, and I think they much prefer him over Deeney. So I'd say the likelihood of him going to West Brom is 2.5, 3 out of 10, and the likelihood of him leaving is 4 out of 10. I think at the end of the day, he'll be with us next season, but he might also leave, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. He's still very much up in the air, and that ties into our next rumor of Suarez. He's been linked to many teams in Spain, but right now it seems as if any talks for him have stalled, as Watford have put a really high price tag on him. He's also started training with us as well, which is a really good sign, and I think all Watford fans will love to see him up top. I think he's a brilliant player, ready for the Championship. He had 19 goals and 6 assists last season in the second tier in Spain, which is very respectable numbers for a young player. So I'll be very excited to see Suarez playing, as well as Deeney in the Championship, because we all know how good he was a few years ago in the Championship. And then the next rumor was Estupiñán to Barca, but it's recently been revealed that Barca are unlikely to secure his services because Watford's evaluation of Estupiñán at around 13, 14 million pounds is too high. And then we have the rumors of Pereira and Pusetto to Udinese. I'd say the likelihood of Pusetto to Udinese is 8 out of 10, Pereira to Udinese is 6 out of 10. Because honestly, they're probably not going to play with us in the Championship. Pereira is too high of a wage demand and quality type of player to be playing in the Championship, so I'm not going to be surprised to see them go. Femenia to Valencia, I can see happening, considering we also have Ngakia, Yanmat, and Navarro. So I'd say the likelihood of him leaving to Valencia is 5 out of 10. Him leaving overall is 7 out of 10. And then De La Feu departing, I'd say 9 out of 10 chance he departs. He's been linked with Palace, which I think is pretty unlikely, to 3 out of 10. And then Valencia, I think, is a bit more likely because of Javi Gracia and pushing for European football. I'd say that's more of a 5, 6 out of 10. But yeah, I don't think he's going to be with us next season. The next rumor is Welbeck to Southampton or Palace. I actually am fond of this because we're supposedly going to be getting around £5.5 million for his services. And he's a player we got for free and is taking up a decent amount of wage. So him leaving, I mean, he was good for us, but it's not something to be too upset over. I'd say the likelihood of him leaving is 7 out of 10 to Southampton, 6 out of 10. And then there were also rumors of Adam Messina going to Genoa. Those seem to have stalled, but I still wouldn't be surprised to see that happening, considering a Estupiñán might be staying, and I don't see us benching a quality player like a Estupiñán. So I'd say Messina going to Genoa will be 6 out of 10. And then in terms of players coming in, we haven't actually seen too many rumors about that, but now that Cristiano Gioretta has been announced as our sporting director, and it seems like some players will now be going, and it seems like there'll be a lot more rumors because we'll need players to fill in the gaps. The one person we've been linked with is Dimitris Giannoulis from PAOK in Greece. I think it's very unlikely we sign the left back. He's been valued at £4 million, but I think Newcastle will beat us to his services. And also considering we have a Estupiñán and Messina, I don't think it's necessary. And then the main rumor for a potential incomer is Alfie Mawson from Fulham. I think that would be a brilliant signing. We're likely to get him on a season-long loan. There's not been much about any potential options to buy. But he's a very quality player. I remember watching him again when he played for Swansea, and he was fantastic, really consistent. He'd be a player we'd be very glad to have in the Championship. He'd be competing for starting action every week. And then I say the likelihood he comes to us is around 5, 6 out of 10, because still he's a very good player, and Fulham might actually change their minds on him, or we might have to pay a fee for him. But I could see him coming to us, and I'd be very happy if he did. And then to wrap it up, I'd say we also will need a central midfielder if Doucouré and Capoue both leave, which seems likely, unless we decide to play Sema in the center of midfield. Defensively, we're going to probably need a center back or so just for depth and relief. Wide backs, we're fine with. Goalkeepers, we have. Then attacking-wise, I think we'll need some players. We don't have much depth attacking-wise, especially considering Peñaronda's interesting situation, because Sarr, Suarez, Pedro up top would be fantastic. Basically, arguably an upgrade on what we had last season in terms of excitement and flair and future talent there. Andre Gray, there's been no rumors of him leaving, but still, we kind of seem to be very shallow in the wide positions and even up top. So I think we'll also see a couple of attacking signings. But yeah, that's the transfer roundup. Please follow Watford Opinions on Instagram and subscribe to The Watford Way. And thank you. Let's see what happens next.